I'm not the most compass mentis at this time of the day. Close that. Oh god, I can't really flat call here. I don't know if I can raise fold. I'll get to raise it there and cry as somebody comes back over the top, and then there's a snap call. Well, actually the two flat callers behind the raise can't have big hands, so it's just that first raiser I'm really worried about. I'll probably end up raising, it's probably ace king, and we'll never know. Well, we'll find it soon enough, I dare say. I don't know if he had me covered in chips actually. I hope a table pops up here and yay! Pocket tens. That's so bad. It's a lesson for you. If you raise that and then there's two flat callers and then somebody comes over the top again, just fold your tens. Best case scenario it's a 50-50. More often than not somebody's got you crushed, just fold your tens. I'm happy enough he shoved his money in there. This is interesting. What a sick little slow roll I'm going to get now, just as we're about to see his cards. Is that it there? 8-10, wow. I can get a note on this dude. Oops. Sick. Silly. Don't. Better. Oops. A donk bets when somebody bets out of position on the flop. So a silly donk better with weak top pairs. I probably should put a note on him as well. Calling station. He won't let the hands go. There's another top pair donk. As you can see, I'm quite complimentary with my notes. You see, there's not many notes that I take on players that are good players. I've got the tags, the orange tags and the red tags that I give players if I've checked their stats and they're winning players. But the tags that you really want are the tags on the idiots, because those are the players that are going to give you the money basically. So until I see otherwise, it's like the Daniel Negreanu was talking about it. Until you see different, give everyone respect. Presume that everyone's a really good player until you see something different. And as soon as you see that the player's not a great player, then you can take a note and then use that against them in the future. But until you've seen that proof, don't just presume that somebody's a bad player. So, as I say, that most of my notes on players on full tilt, I must have thousands of notes, but most of them are top pair donk, ace rag donk, limp call donk. Very nice complimentary things like that. Well, we're still waiting on some tournaments opening up here. I'm not going to get a chance to check, am I? Nope. Well, we're waiting on this last 20. Excuse me. I don't know how long that's going to take to fill up. I'll keep an eye on it. If it doesn't look like it's going to fill up, we'll maybe jump in a turbo. Because by that time the normal blind levels will be up fairly quick anyway. I love looking at some of these names. Some are really any cool ones there. There was one that I saw on the last table. I'll point out if it comes up again. Well, this guy's, I think he's on a few tables. How much has this guy got? He's going to flat call and see a flop actually. Now, if he's got two overcards, I don't want to get a 50-50 with him. Multi. I've got a set there. I've not seen what the last card is, but I don't really care. So I probably should check that. I don't know what happens in the set of tens. Was that right there? Well, that was three hearts, it's pretty scary. I'm glad I never saw the last card. That's a very draw heavy board. I had outs though. I'm gonna donk bet this actually. I would imagine if somebody had a jack, they'd raise me on the flop. He's called. I wouldn't be surprised if my ace high is good here. We'll see what he does here. I can't really bet again. I might check call. I don't think he'd value bet a 6 here. I might check call just with ace high. Pretty sure the ace high is good though. And that was the hand there. Wow, he had fours. Right, okay, we probably should have bet the turn again. I really did think that my ace high was good. That's so sick. Some pretty huge implied odds there, but I'm not going to get tangled up. Probably I could have bet that jack there, but I don't want to face a huge check raise. So we're on check call mode. A few aces here actually. Here we go, it's the last 20. Oh, I don't like my jack king here. It's always just as I'm waiting to see his hand, the next table pops up. I don't even know what table it was on. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got 4. This will be fun. Wow! Watch the runner hearts, people. If he hit runner hearts there, I swear to God. Oh my God, is that it? No, I thought that was the table there. Right, okay, I'm good for that. It's an interesting play. I could raise this. I'm not worried about this guy too much. I don't know if I can get this guy to fold though. It's a nice flop. I'm going to try and build the pot on the flop. Nice calls. I'm going to bet again. It's quite nice just to flop the nuts. It's not the nicest card. I think we can still get plenty of value out of that though. What we don't want to see is a big raise. But I don't think he did. I don't know what table it was on. So sick. These donk betters out. Wow. I've got a straight draw, a weak flush draw, and full house outs if I am beat. Maybe my 8s are still good. It's so weird. So weird. I've got a few tables going flat up here and always jumps back to this one. I'm going to have to fold that, it's so weird. I didn't like folding the 8s there. If I wasn't recording I might have just called it a curiosity. It's just such a weird way for him to play the hand. I really need my coffee. I can feel my brain's actually starting to slow down. I've seen worse flops for ace 10. I don't think we're not out of any yet. Yeah, we only start at 10. And I didn't like doing 12 at the same time. Even just the 2 table difference really does make a big difference in the speed that the tables fly around. Especially if you start getting short-handed and all. And my curiosity of always wanting to look back at the last hand. It's not the greatest thing when you're trying to look at a last hand or the hand history and you've got a table popping up every 2 seconds. This, you see these 168, 160, they put me on tilt, these weird raises. It used to be far worse than it is now. I see a lot of the regs doing it, especially the people that use Hold the Manager tend to use weird bets like that. And it's all something to do with it's a percentage of the size of the pot, I think is what it is. It's like, or people, I think it's Table Ninja, is it called Table Ninja? Where there's hotkeys for betting certain amounts. Like if you want to bet 75% of the pot, there's a button for that. There's a button for betting 60% of the pot, etc. Which sticks out these weird numbers. Oh, 5-bet shove, I love it. 5-bet shove. Could just flat call here. I'm not gonna though. I'm just gonna ship that actually. I've had a few pocket aces here actually. I've seen this, maybe 3 or 4 I've seen now. Was that ace king?